Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, this is part 2 of a 3-part series, and in this video I'll be discussing how you can diagnose your beliefs, how you can find out the beliefs. And if you haven't seen episode 1 where I talked about the impact of beliefs, I suggest you go watch it there somewhere. Before we talk about how you can diagnose what you believe, I think it's important to find out how beliefs are formed in the first place. So beliefs are formed in childhood, most of them, many of them, and based on how you perceive your experiences that you experienced while in your childhood. If you were abused mentally, physically or emotionally, then you're likely to have beliefs of lacking self-worth, low self-esteem, that kind of beliefs. And for example, if you were stigmatized or ridiculed for your opinions, perceptions, ideas, then you're likely to be shy and reserved. And I'm not saying if you're shy or reserved that's what happened, I'm just saying that's what it's more likely to be. So that's how beliefs are formed. But in childhood you watch a lot of films, a lot of TV. These shapes and warp your perceptions. If your external real world reality is different to the film that you're watching, when you perceive something that you've seen first in a film, then you're likely to carry that bias, that expectations from what you've seen in a film into the real world. You see? So if you always seen doctors as male, for example, in real world you're going to be likely to carry that bias. That's just one example. In many ways it could play out. So that's how beliefs are formed, through perceptions in childhood, and of course they can change. And in episode 3 I'll be discussing how you can change your beliefs. But let's get back to this video. How to diagnose what you believe. So one way you can diagnose what you believe is to work out what you want to do. Work out the kind of relationships you want to have, the kind of job, the kind of skills you want to develop, etc, etc. Work it all out, get creative, and then what you start to notice is that excuses start coming up. Oh, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I don't have this, I'm male, I'm female, etc, etc. All these limiting beliefs, just start to analyze them, break them all down, just start to go, is this true? Is this really a fact, or is it just an idea, a thought, an illusion? What you find, most of them tend to just be illusions, not true. Yeah, that's an easy way to find out what you believe. Number 2 is watching your emotional trigger points. You see, what we perceive to be true tends to be what triggers us the most.
What did you say, nigga?
What we perceive to be true tends to be what triggers us the most. I'll give you an example. If someone says something to you and you become offended, you become defensive, you get triggered. To some degree, you find that you believe it's true, or it might be true, or you worry that it's true. Like if you were skinny and you knew you were skinny and someone called you fat, you just brush it off, you don't think much of it. But if you were fat and you perceive yourself to be fat, then you're likely to be defensive, like, what? When you get defensive, that's when you get emotionally triggered, and there's usually a belief tied to that emotional trigger in your body. So that's the second way you can find out what you believe. The third way you can find out what you believe is observing your thoughts. I'll give you an example. One time I was in a pastor's house. It was a mansion, the guy who was head of the church. He was in a massive house, and in my head at the time I thought, wait, he's the head of the church and he makes a lot of money, what? So in my head I found out through this observation of my thoughts that to some degree I believed you couldn't make a lot of money doing good work, because I thought this pastor was doing good work, right? Spiritual, God kind of work. And so I thought money is bad, and I thought he was good, and I thought that I could mix. My belief was that spirituality or good work should not be paid a lot of money, or you shouldn't receive a lot of money doing that good work. I thought money was bad. That's what I found out through the observing of my thoughts. So watch what you think when you observe rich people, when you observe anyone really rich, really famous, really confident. Watch what you think when you observe these kind of people in your life. You tend to find out what you believe by observing your thoughts. The fourth way you can find out what you believe is to observe your childhood. Look at your past experiences. What you tend to see is based on how you were treated as a childhood. For example, if you were abused, then there's beliefs which are likely to stem from that treatment as a childhood, lack of self-worth, etc. And this manifests differently in your life. You're likely to go for low value type things, and likely to not perceive yourself as being worthy or deserving of something better, something higher. So that's number 4. And number five is an easier one. It's just to look at your world, look at the state of your relationships, your health, your results in all areas of your life, and just observe, what would I have to believe for this to be true? What would I have to believe for what I'm experiencing to be what I'm experiencing? And you're going to learn a lot from that as well. So that's 5 tools you can use to find out what you believe despite your beliefs being unconscious. So with that being said, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for taking the precious time in your life to watch my videos. I hope you benefit from the information that I just shared with you. If you like the video, make sure to like the video, click the like button. If you benefited from this video in any way, shape or form, do alert someone who may benefit from this video also. Once again, thank you for watching, and see you next week, where I'll be discussing how you can change your beliefs, because it's possible. It's possible, believe me. Anyway, I am healthy, I am grateful, I'm abundance, I am fearless.